Welcome class to the fourth chapter of class 9th Geography, Climate. So what is climate? To understand climate, first we should know about weather. Weather is a state of atmospheric conditions over a geographical area at any particular time. You all know and you heard about that today's weather is normal, today's weather is rainy, etc. Such kind of information is known as weather of day to day routine, and the climate is the sum of a total of weather conditions and variations over large areas for a long period of time, such as more than 30 years. There are some elements of climate and weather which depend on them. First one is wind, second one is temperature, third one is humidity, fourth one is atmospheric pressure, and fifth one is precipitation. Climatic control. There are 6 major control of climate of any geographical areas. First one is latitude, second one is altitude, which is known as height, third one is pressure and winds, fourth one is distance from sea, which is also known as continentality, fifth one is ocean currents, and sixth one is relief. So latitude, due to rotation of earth on a tilted axis and geographical and spherical shape of earth, the amount of solar energy receives varies according to latitude. So we know at equator receives more sunlight directly to it, and other regions cannot get a proper sunlight. So this makes the difference of temperature from equator to poles, as temperature decreases from equator to pole. Second one is altitude. As we go up higher to the altitude, the atmosphere becomes less dense and temperature decreases. At mountains, hills are cooler in summer as the air at the mountains are thin. Pressure and wind system, it depends on both latitude and altitude, and it influences temperature and rainfalls. Distance from sea or continentality, as the distance from the sea increases, moderating influence of sea decreases, and people feel extreme weather conditions in the interior of the continent, so it is known as continentality. Ocean current, coastal along with warm ocean current does not freeze in winter and also gets sufficient rainfall. Coastal along with cold ocean current are desert like climate. Because of cold ocean currents, most deserts are located in the western margins of the continent in the subtropic region. Relief, high mountains act as a barrier for cold and hot winds, and it causes orographic rainfall if relief is high enough. Orographic rainfall means the evaporation then condensation makes the rainfall on the one side of mountains, and the other side which will be dry and will be known as leeward side. Factors affecting India's climate. So as we know, India has the Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of it. So Tropic of Cancer passes the middle of country from Run of Kutch in the west to Mizoram in the east. Half of the country lying south of it, and it is tropical area, and above to the Tropic of Cancer is subtropical area. So India has climate of tropical as well as subtropical. Altitude, Himalayan, we have Himalayas in the country, and Himalayan mark the northern boundary of India, having an average height of 6,000 meters, and it provides cold winds from the Central Asia entering into India, and hence feel the mild winter as compared to the same latitude in the Central Asia. Pressure and winds. The climate and associated weather conditions governed by following atmospheric pressure conditions. First one is pressure and surface winds. Second one is upper air circulation, and third one is western cyclonic disturbance and tropical cyclone. Western cyclonic disturbances and tropical cyclone. As we know, India lies in the region of northeastern winds. These winds originated in subtropical high pressure belts. We know this is Earth, and at equator we have the low equatorial region. Up to the north and the south of this low equatorial region we have subtropical high pressure belts in northern hemisphere. So this is the region. Above this low polar, and upper one is polar highs. So they blow southward and get deflected right due to Coriolis force. These winds carry little moisture and they generated blowover lands. During winter, high pressure areas in the north of Himalayas, the high pressure generated to the north of the Himalaya, and cold dry winds blow from this region to region of the low pressure areas over the ocean to the south. And in the summer, low pressure areas develop over the interior Asia as well as northwestern India. Because of this complete reversal of direction of winds during summer, air moves from high pressure area over southern Indian Ocean and cross equator and turns right due to Coriolis force towards low pressure areas. This is known as southwest monsoon, and as it blows over the warm ocean and gather moisture and brings huge rainfall over mainland India. Upper air circulation, it is dominated by westerly flow. Westerly flow means a flow of wind in the west direction, and upper air circulation has important components of westerly and easterly jet streams. What are jet streams? Jet streams are located approximately in 27 degree to 30 degree north latitude, and therefore it is also known as subtropical westerly jet streams, and blows south of Himalayan all the year except in summer. Western cyclonic disturbance experienced in north and northwestern part of India are brought by western subtropical jet stream. In summer, with apparent movement of the sun, and subtropical westerly jet streams move north of Himalayan. Easterly jet streams, it is also called subtropical easterly jet stream, blow over peninsular India and approximately over 14 degree north in summer. Coriolis force, and also known as Ferrel law, it is caused by earth rotation and responsible for deflecting winds towards the right in the northern hemisphere, towards the right in the northern hemisphere, and towards the left in the southern hemisphere. Jet streams of high latitude winds in atmosphere. Wind speed of jet stream in summer is 110 km per hour, and in winter 180 km per hour. Indian monsoon. Monsoon experienced in tropical areas roughly between 20 degree north and 20 degree south. So here we have some mechanism of monsoon. So the differential heating and cooling of land and water during summer, low pressure areas created in the landmass and high pressure areas in the water, the shift of the position of intertropical convergence zone over Ganga in summer, monsoon trough or equatorial trough normally position in 5 degrees north of equator. The presence of high pressure areas east of Madagascar, approximately 20 degrees south of over Indian Ocean. Tibetan plateau gets intensely heated during summer. At the result, strongly vertical air current and formation of low pressure areas at 9 km above sea level. During summer, movement of westerly jet stream in north of Himalayas, presence of tropical easterly jet streams over Indian Peninsula. It is known as southern oscillation. Intertropical convergence zone lies parallel to equator but moves north and south with apparent movement of sun. It has a broad trough of low pressure in equatorial latitude where northeast and southeast trade winds converge. Southern oscillation. So normally tropical eastern South Pacific experience high pressure and tropical eastern Indian Ocean experiences low pressure. High pressure in Pacific and low pressure in Indian Ocean. But in certain years there is a reversal in the pressure conditions. The coastal area of Peruvian has low pressure as compared to eastern Indian Ocean has high pressure. This phenomena is known as southern oscillation. If the pressure in Peruvian coast, pressure in northern Australian coast than below average of late monsoon, an El Nino condition will create. An El Nino condition is the Peruvian current replaced by warm current. Onset of monsoon. Monsoon is not steady winds as trade winds. Normal rainfall increases suddenly and continues constantly for several days is known as burst of monsoon. There are two branches of monsoon: southwest from Arabian Sea and southeast branch of Bay of Bengal. Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal branches of monsoon merged over the northwestern part of Ganga plains. Withdrawal of monsoon. The retreat of monsoon is a gradual process. It begins in northwestern state of India by early September. By the end of December or early January, India is under influence of winter monsoon. There are 4 seasons in India: winter monsoon, winter season, summer season, rainy season or advanced season, and fourth one is retreating or post monsoon season. Distribution of rainfall. Average annual rainfall is highly variable from year to year, and variability is the high in the region of low rainfall such as Rajasthan and leeward side of Western Ghat. What is leeward side? I already told you. High rainfall areas are the over the 400 centimeter of rainfall annually received on western coast or north Indian state. Moderates are the northern plains and Deccan plateaus, and low rainfall areas are less than 60 centimeter rainfall annually in western Rajasthan, parts of Gujarat. Low rainfall in interior of Deccan plateau and very low rainfall in areas of Ladakh region. Monsoon as a unifying bond. As a Himalayan protects some subcontinent from extremely cold winds from Central Asia and peninsular plateau under influence from the sea from 3 sides enable the moderate temperature. Despite such moderate influence, there is a great variation in temperature, and monsoon, on the other hand, in unifying features bind the whole country by providing water to set agricultural activities. So we complete a 4th chapter of 9th class geography. About the climate chapter or other chapters of similar chapters of class 9th, We will discuss them in detail in class 9th, geography, India and physical environment. So till then, thank you class.